Good morning.
Ah, dang it. What's going to happen? Did it cut out?
For a second, I won, if anybody wondered.
Nope. We'll need an instant replay to determine the actual results.
Good morning. I won the second round.
There's only one round. That's it. Top of the morning to ya. We're live here from Ordinary Pioneer.
No.
What accent is that?
None. It's not an accent.
Good morning, old chap.
Don't listen to her.
You don't like being called old chap?
Oh, I don't care.
What about a young pup?
I didn't know you were talking to me.
It was.
I thought you were just talking.
Here. Okay, there. It's perfect.
Is it?
I don't know. I never know.
Who knows?
It's how do you frame something when it's like portrait and I don't know.
I don't think it matters.
But yeah. Well, I'm back from vacation.
And I'm back from her vacation.
What does that mean?
Means I'm here still.
Still here, haven't moved. I went to Myrtle Beach last week with my fam. Took my son. A little road trip there. That was nice. Went to the beach and stuff. And it was good. Now I'm back. And it's warm. That's like the cool thing is...
Just for today.
Just for today it's warm?
I think so.
Oh, well. I guess I get to ease back into it. But yeah, that's always a bummer going like someplace south and then you come north and it's like snowing.
I wish.
You wish it was snowing? You're just bitter. You're just bitter.
No, this tea is.
Oh, is it? Cinnamon and ginger?
Yeah.
It does sound bitter.
It actually isn't that bitter.
It's a bit bitter. So what did I miss?
Yep.
What happened? Anything big?
Oh, there's so much.
Throw a party.
When
Mom's
the
out of
aliens
house.
got here was the craziest.
What? I was the aliens?
Yeah.
Ah, dang. Well, I heard, right? There was a some sort of a spaceship.
That UFO spotted over Toledo was coming here.
Yeah. Oh, was it?
Yeah.
And it was in a hurry. All of a sudden, it was like, shit, what time is it?
Well, the party was over at that point, so had to get out of town.
Yeah.
We're out of planet.
Yeah. So nobody knows, like, nobody's said, like, hey, this is what it is.
Well, it's
still
an unidentified flying object.
Well, no, isn't it a UAP now, whatever it is? Unidentified aerial
vehicle.
Something like that. No, P.
UAV.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it's P.
No. What would the P stand for?
I don't know. I don't make up these acronyms. I'm not a scientist. Anyways. Shall we get to some cards, old chap?
Oh, I guess.
Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. That's my sound effect for a lot of things. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
I don't really have many sound effects for things.
I've got all of them. I've got you covered. You could just walk around and I would make sound effects for your life. I could do that. It's a service. It's a new service we're offering here. Boop, 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 boop.
All right.
You gonna pull?
Yeah.
What is it? Do you have something you'd like to share with the rest of the class? It's that cherry lady again, isn't it?
No, it's the grape lady.
Oh, those aren't grapes.
What are they then?
Raspberries.
Okay, they're raspberries. Anyway, our energy this week is perfection. And how do we define this? This is a root chakra energy. Going through this week, we're going to find ourselves striving for what we consider perfection. The reality is that it can be perfect for you, but really pushing yourself in that direction isn't necessarily... It's not that we have to achieve perfection in order to feel complete. And if you if you feel yourself in a place where you must have perfection in order to feel complete, maybe you should address some other things that are happening with your life and projects and things of the such, because there is no standard definition of perfection. So the question to ask yourself is it perfect enough for you or perfect to you? And that's all that really matters. You don't have to make it that way for the eyes of someone else. You know, we train ourselves a lot of the time, or we've been trained in our lives to seek outside recognition for our actions, even our lessons in life. And we want to match what we want to parrot back what we were taught. And this idea of perfection is an idea that truly comes from your heart as opposed to from an outside source. So if you're seeking perfection, seek within as opposed to looking for recognition.
Like expectations of others for you versus your own expectations for yourself for the sake of your own benefit rather than other people's comfort.
Yeah, well, a lot of us think that the expectations of others should be our expectations.
Yeah. Or societal expectations.
Right.
Yeah, and I also think that the word perfection is, like any attribute, has light and shadow aspects to it. So we can spend our energy trying to meet other people's expectations, or what we think are our own expectations, but really are societal standards that have been placed upon us. But we can also think of perfection as polishing. That's the word one of my new teachers has used with me recently, is polishing ourselves, fine-tuning, getting into the little details of our spirituality, of where we are separated from ourselves, and making these little tweaks to become more in line with who we truly are, away from others' expectations of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I like the word polishing.
Polish?
Yeah, polishing, not polishing. Yeah, that's something else. It requires dancing.
And punchkis.
Which you could do if you want to. But yeah, and polishing to me is an easier word to digest because it doesn't require necessarily big changes. It's working with what we already have in order to make it shine brighter versus chiseling out a whole new sculpture of our life.
Smoothing out the edges.
Smoothing out the edges. Yeah, taking care
internally and externally. So you don't cut yourself or others. Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes. No. Yes. Come on. You gotta say what I say.
No, done. Game's over, man.
Game over, man.
I believe the quote is, "The game is over, man."
No, that's not the quote in any way, shape, or form.
What's that?
And you haven't even seen that movie.
Predator. The game is over, man. Get into the chopper.
Shuffle the cards.
Get into the chopper.
This is not even who delivers the quote. And you're in the wrong movie.
Come with me if you want to live.
Anyways.
All you movie nerds are rolling your eyes at me right now.
She's not trolling you. She just legitimately doesn't know. So, starting with the Six of Wands energy, pardon me.
Here, I'll cover you up so you have some privacy as you
No,
blow your
cool.
schnoz. Here.
Anyway, where are we? Perfection?
Yes. Six of
So, the
Wands.
Six of Wands really is about achieving victory, but being aware of the costs of victory. Though we've made it to this point, and we've come to a place where we see that we've won, we still have this outside influence that's cheering us on, when in reality there's more we want to do. And a lot of times when trying to strive for your own personal perfection, the outside world doesn't see what you're seeing. They don't know what you're seeking. And though it may look from the outsider's observation that you're complete, the task at hand is to continue on your journey and not look back, to proceed forward, understanding that you haven't reached the the truth of the matter because you haven't necessarily found it within yourself yet. Moving on to the Four of Swords energy in reverse. The idea here, and going through your week, be mindful of what thoughts bring you peace and what thoughts seem to be aggravating to you. The world has a lot to offer, and a lot of that gets into our brain and into our heart, and it seeks to control what our actions are going to be. If you can identify and stick with your peaceful thoughts, then you're going to be better off in the long run, especially in your ability to provide for others and to receive the gifts that life has to offer. All of this being said, we come to the Emperor card. And the Emperor is really going to say that this is going to be a time that you have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You have to take charge of this situation. If you feel yourself running off course, and that could be even prior to experiencing any of this reading, if you find yourself in a place where you're unsure and you don't know, you feel aimless or directionless, it's time to make a declaration to yourself that you're going to create and achieve what you are trying, or what your heart most desires. Whether that be what other people think or not, you are in charge of this situation, and you need to remember that at all times.
I listened to a video on the way home yesterday, and if anybody is interested in this, I can send it to you. But one of the things that this channel talked about was spiritual maturity and this next level of awakening that we're collectively in right now. And so that's what this is reflecting to me, and like the fine tuning and the polishing and peaceful thoughts and all of that, where it is a time to really dig into our responsibility as spiritual beings and putting into practice all of what we've learned at this point in our spiritual evolution, because our light is needed in a very big way right now. And it's not a time to play small. It's not a time to stay quiet. It is a way to bring love out in a seemingly radical way, but in an actual raw way into the world, loving our neighbors and being helpful, and continuing to, like, no longer making excuses for the victim mentality in our life, and this person did this to me, all of that is falling away, and we have a incredible opportunity and I see as a responsibility to take all of this and move it into the next level. And, with the emperor, envisioning ourselves as our highest self, and who is that? And it's not anything that's going to be rooted in this material world. We can, yes, imagine ourselves owning a company or, having this happy life, but really there's so much more beyond that we are made of, and so what is that being that is within us, and how can we begin to draw that being into our present moment and operate as them right now to bring about this peaceful change in the world.
See
See, oui.
with your eyes, and that means all three of them. See?
Any other thoughts?
No, that's fairly complete. It's going to take some deciphering on your parts out there in the world, based on what's going on in your life, as always.
Yeah. Not taking an example from anybody else, but tuning into your individual path.
Right. Your heart knows.
Be a leader. Be an
We all
ordinary
have our
pioneer.
own truths.
We do.
There are an infinite amount of truths. The tree knows its truth. You know its truth. Your would be the better word.
Your? All right.
You know what we should do?
What? Take a nap? Meditate.
Get a back adjustment.
Take a deep breath in through your nose and long exhale out of your mouth. This meditation is about holding a vision of peace. And it's not meant to be complex, but rather quite simple. And so what we're going to do is observe the thoughts of the mind. And just kind of watch them come in and out. We are aware that we have a thinking mind, a contemplative mind, an imaginative mind, an intellectual mind. And while we honor the gift of the thinking mind, we're also going to acknowledge that the thoughts of the mind are outside of the present moment. They are ideas, theories, beliefs, dreams, visions, illusions. And so as the thoughts come in to the mind, allow them to drift back out. And you can do this as many times as you need to in order to start calming the mind. The thought comes in, see it, realize it's an idea outside of the present moment, and then send it back out into the ether. You may notice as this process continues, the body naturally beginning to calm down, releasing its protective state and coming into the calm. And then we'll shift our awareness as the mind continues to go, let it go. But we're going to shift our awareness to the heart space. This is our center of peace. This peace always exists here at the core of our heart center. And we'll quietly recite this mantra to the heart. There is peace within my heart. There is peace within my heart. Continue reciting this for a few minutes. As you recite, feel that peace growing bigger and bigger inside of your heart. Like a flame getting brighter and brighter. There's peace within my heart. And then you can feel that peace as it fills your whole heart. Begin to fill your whole body, every crevice. There's peace within my body. There's peace within my body. And really feel it, connect with this change in vibration. Maybe it's easier to connect with in certain areas of your body. Enjoy it. There's peace within my body. And as the inner world, the inner body is filled with this peace, we can also recognize that this body is a mirror for the outside world. It is a match. And so as we fill ourselves with peace internally, we fill the world around us externally. There is peace within the world. There is peace within the world. And again, really feel this peace that exists within the world. Maybe your vision reveals to you forests and rivers and streams, communities with people hugging and laughing, sharing gifts, helping neighbors, sharing words of love and kindness. There is peace within the world. Feel that peace spreading everywhere. touching hearts, touching minds. And we'll take a deep breath in, filling ourselves with gratitude for this power to share peace. And then exhale. Bring our hands to prayer in front of the heart center, bowing down towards the sacred heart, this peace within us, this God light, this love. And as we acknowledge the light within our individual selves, acknowledging that same light within all beings. And if there's somebody in your life who you would like to send a little extra love to right now, I invite you to do so from your heart to theirs, acknowledging the light within them, feeling that love for them, acknowledging the peace within them. And just as we do this for those who are easily lovable in our minds, I invite you to do the same thing for anybody that exists out there who you are in conflict with, who you are in disagreement with, who you are having negative feelings for, or may have negative feelings towards you. To acknowledge the light within them, matched within yourself. Flowing love from your heart to theirs. This is the work right here. May all beings be at peace. Namaste. Please practice this with me. Practice it often. If you are...
Check your blood sugar.
Check your blood
Check
sugar.
it often.
Check it often. If you are feeling distraught, if you are feeling frustrated, if you are in confusion, pause and acknowledge the peace within you. It's always there. You can always connect with it. And the more you practice it, the more you will be able to operate as that peace. And you'll be able to experience it more and more in the world outside of you. And so if you're in a place right now where you're experiencing a lot of chaos in the world around you, do the inner work. Find that peace within you, let that grow, and then watch the world outside of you transform. Any last words? Rose Hollow, great meditation. Thank you. Thank you, Rose.
Thanks for showing up.
Rose is one of our community members and a naturopathic doctor in Defiance, and she's quite lovely.
Defiance.
Defiance. That's an interesting name for a town, I find. Defiance. They're the defiant ones.
There used to be a fort there called Fort Defiance.
Oh, really? Well, as I am back, we have Release and Restore tomorrow night, Tuesday night, every Tuesday, unless I'm on vacation, at 6 o'clock. And then Saturday, we're double dipping again. We've got Carol's Connection with Carol's class at 10.
About ghosts.
At 10 a.m.
Yes.
Yes, talking about ghosts.
Ghosts.
This is a fun one. You don't want to miss it. And then after that, Andalus will be leading Pray Through Play.
You did it.
I did it. And we're going to be doing some crafting. That's at 12. So please come hang out with us. We're going to have a fun Saturday. And yeah, if you like what we do, please head to our website, ordinarypioneer.com. We rely on your very generous donations to keep this place running and to keep offering gifted services. So every dollar counts. We're grateful for the donations that we've received this year. And if you would like to donate today, go to ordinarypioneer.com. There's some donate buttons all around. Go ahead and click on that, and whatever amount feels wonderful in your heart.
And if you missed the entire thing, you can check it on YouTube later. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Check it out on YouTube.
The YouTubes. The YouTubes.
Much love, friends. We'll see you soon.